And the front or top. Beefy.
The camera? Is this it right here, Brent?
The microphone?
So it looks like they torque at 29, 37, and then 54. So we are bringing it down. I had it on 85 from the last car I did. Yeah. 26 foot-pounds. So we want to go to 29 foot-pounds. So it moves kind of quick. It also goes by decimals if you tap. It's kind of silly, but we're there. 29. So I got her cleaned up pretty good. All right, got the oil pump all cleaned out. I popped the back of it off, cleaned the gear out, oiled it, put it back on. All right, so we picked up the wrist pin lock rings today, the rails. These are the oil carriers. These are the oil rings. These are my top rings. These are my new locks. This is my first bottom ring. And these are all in the pistons getting ready to be gapped. So I've got the first one already at 22. I'm borrowing Emilio's ring filer because my ring filer is dead. Right here it is. It is dead. So I need to get a new blade for that. Emilio's is brand new still pretty much. So I'm gonna use his, and that's gonna be that. We're gonna party. Hell yeah, brother. We're gonna party. Hell yeah, brother. Let's do this thing. All right. So, boom, boom, boom. My dad said he's gonna take care of these for me because he's worried about them. So he's gonna put them on. He's already put one on a piston, but I don't think he realizes I'm not using that piston because it didn't have a bag on it. These all have bags. These are all nicer. That one was on its own in the box with no bag. So fuck that piston. We're using these ones. So these oil rings are too big. They'd have to be clipped down to run in the motor, but we're afraid it'd smoke. So we checked the clearance of the Chevy pistons in a stock block here, and they're 5, but 5's a little tight, so they're about 4. And so we're gonna get some DevCon, and we're gonna DevCon this block real quick and run the Chevy pistons with the other locks and the other rings, because these all have their own rings, and we know that for a fact the rings are correct here, but these rings are wrong. So I have already gapped this set, but that's all right. We can get oil rings and build a backup motor later on, and we'll get this motor done now and get her rolling.
I set it up on the...
So Sean and I went ahead and cut and then filed an oil ring down, and so we're actually going to assemble this motor, as well as we just sent them off to get DevCon from Granger's. So we'll get hopefully 2 motors assembled. But Sean is cutting this ring right now, and then I'll file it, and he's going to get to these ones after that. Awesome. And just the tip. He's just cutting just the tip off. You see there's still a little flat there. I'm gonna grind that to where it's just the wall, and then it'll be wall to wall and we'll be good. Alright, so you see now, there's just no wall there, just solid. So Sean just finished up the other set, and we'll go ahead and get all these done. So I've got all these cut and flat. I only see one looking back now that I'm a little, just want to take off the tip here. It's flat, but it's just got a point, so I think I just use my nail, you know. All right, now I gotta get to gapping the other set of rings for the other side, cylinders 1 through 5. I've got this one are all in here. They're the bottom rings for the piston, this bottom one here, and then I gotta do the top ones next, the shiny ones. So I'm gonna set you back in the prop and get going. Bong's getting the locks in one side of every piston so that when we slide the wrist pins in, they hit the wall on one side but not the other. So then we're able to put the rod in and then just slide it against the wall. It's gonna be pretty rad. I need to grab a battery as well. Alright, so we have all of the pistons on the rods, all the locks in there. We got to do, I believe we got to do these ones first, yeah? We got to do the rails first to hold the wrist pins in on the bottom here, and then we do the oil rings, and then the bottom ring and the top ring.
And radiator is off the checklist.
And they're cranking away over there. I believe they just finished the radiator and the cooling system. It's pretty awesome.